training effectively is about, and working effectively is about getting in with your biological rhythms. We know now that energy is on about a 90-minute cycle called an ultradian cycle, 90 minutes to 2 hours. So the way to improve your performance is every 90 minutes, take a break. About 5 minutes, walk up and down some stairs, get some blood flow and oxygen to the brain, drink some water, and do a little bit of movement, have a little bit of a healthy snack, piece of fruit, some nuts, walnuts, dates, those sorts of things. Sit down and breathe for 2 minutes effectively. That's like taking your brain out and plugging it into the wall and getting a recharge. The execs I work with say they become much more productive, particularly in the afternoon. Has anybody noticed that the performance drops off in the afternoon? Anybody get sugar cravings around 3, 4 o'clock? That's because you're just going like this and you're overriding these natural dips. We do it with coffee, we do it with sugar, we do it with adrenaline, and then there's a payback late in the afternoon with your productivity. We did a study on employees of SAP, where half them did a 10,000 steps program, and they got wellness education from me, and the other half did the same, and they came into my gym and they trained 3 times a week. And we measured all of their aspects of brain function. This was with the Brain Sciences Institute at Swinburne University, and we measured some of their mood. So here is just 3 of the slides out of many, many ones. The guys who did the walking, no change in alertness. The guys who added in the exercise, huge changes over 8 weeks. And guys, at the end of the study was the end of financial year for a big sales organization. Very, very high stress times. So what else happened was, in terms of energy levels, those who did the walking group increased through the study. Those who added in the vigorous exercise increased by much more. This is interesting. Walking 10,000 steps a day is not enough to counter stress-induced anger. This was high stress at the end of the financial year, so their anger levels went up. But those who added the vigorous exercise, their anger levels dropped significantly. And the last bit, just showing one of the brain things, this is like a stress test for the brain. The Stroop test, and this is looking at reaction time. The walking group improved, the exercise group improved much, much more, but this one on the left, this is when the brain is under really high load. It's a classic hard stress test for the brain. You can see the walking group didn't really improve, but the exercise group improved greatly. And the results of our study show is that when you do 10,000 steps a day, and most Australian office workers do 3,000 to 5,000 steps, if you do 10,000 steps and you add in 3 bouts of vigorous exercise, you improve all aspects of brain function. And you actually protect yourself against things like Alzheimer's, as well as improving your physical health. The walking group improves the biological age by 1 year, the exercise group by 5 years in 8 weeks, which is pretty cool. So guys, hopefully you've had a few little bits of information, hopefully a little bit of education and some little tips that you can take. Take the ones that are meaningful for you and get some, ideally, develop some rituals around your stress optimization. And if you do that, it's just making those little changes that will hopefully enable you to manage stress better, become more resilient, and that's the way that you can get a work-life balance, because you do more in less time. But ultimately, it's about choice. It's about how do we choose to perceive that stress, and how do we choose to react to that stress? Do we have a positive adaptation through exercise and meditation, or do we get the bottle of wine out? Thank you.